And now, live from the studios of WHUC, this is Real Talk, where we get you something to talk about.
Hello, and thank you for joining us on another edition of Real Talk. I'm your host, Nicholas Lofton. Today's guest is someone who knows what it takes to compete, lead, and succeed on the basketball court. From being a Dandy Dozens selection at Lanier High School to becoming a 5-time SWAC champion and starting point guard at Jackson State. She has built an impressive career both on and off the court. Now she is bringing that experience, knowledge, and passion for the game into a new chapter as the assistant coach for the Lady Bulldogs Basketball team, Miss Keshuna Luckett. Let's give her a warm round of applause. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well myself. For those who may not know, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey to basketball and coaching?
Well, I started playing basketball at a very young age. It wasn't nothing organized, just, regular pickup in the yard. And one day I decided, I told my mom, I said, I want to get on the team. So I tried to get on the middle school team, but I was only in 6th grade, so they wouldn't let me on the team. So I joined a team named Black Pride. Anybody from Jackson, any local people, they know of Black Pride. And that's where it all started for me. And from there, I went to Lanier. And that's where I started to actually get good at basketball. And thankful for my coach, thankful for all the people who taught me and led me in the right direction to get me to Jackson State.
Okay. Looking back at your high school career, when did you first realize that basketball could take you beyond the high school level?
Probably 9th grade. We had another great player on our team, Dandy Dozen selection, Brittany Rose. She brought lots of coaches to the games, Kansas, Auburn, just any school you can name that you would want to go to, she brought them to the school. So that's when I realized, I can actually do something with this basketball.
All right. You've experienced what it takes to win championships as a player in both high school and college. How does that experience influence the way you coach today?
It just build my winning mentality. Everything I do, I want to win. I want to win a rep. I want to win a day. I want to win anything. I want to win, and I'm going to compete. I'm going to be competitive at anything I do.
How would you describe yourself as a coach?
As a coach, I think I'm very detail all the small things. I notice all the small things. I think very encouraging. Sometimes I can be aggressive. And I can be a little hardcore, but it's a competitive sport, so I have to be competitive as well. Yeah.
What do you think is the key to developing not just good athletes but great leaders?
Well, the key is just building, having resilience, teaching them that even though you may be under a certain circumstance, the world doesn't stop for you. So you have to keep going. And I think that what builds leaders is the drive to keep going. Yeah.
Okay. We're having a great time talking to Coach Key and her journey here to Hines. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, more about Coach Key's effect on the Lady Bulldogs this upcoming season. Stay tuned.
Real Talk will be right back after this.
When it comes to different topics around the Hines community, Real Talk is the answer.
The alumni who have graduated from the program.
A lot of that is them getting to know me.
This is the show that talks about lifestyle, culture, fashion, art, and having you in the know of what's going on across the Utica campus and the entire community college of Hines. Be sure to watch Real Talk exclusively on Hines' very own WHUC.
And now, Real Talk continues.
Welcome back to Real Talk. I'm your host, Nicholas Lofton. For those who are just now joining us, we have the new assistant coach for the Lady Bulldogs basketball team on the Hines Utica campus, Miss Keshuna Luckett. So, Coach Key, what are some things that you're hoping to help build within this program?
So things I'm looking to build would be winning mentality, championship culture. You know, everything we do, me and Coach Dixon, it equates to winning and building better people off the court because, you know, you can play basketball for as long as you want to, but it's a lot of things that you learn from basketball, you know, discipline, hard work, like I said earlier, like resilience. So you just taking those things that we learned as players and we are not coaches and giving it back to them. I think that's the key to building the winning culture and the championship mentality that we want.
Okay. What does success look like to you beyond just wins and losses?
Graduates, of course. We have to get these girls graduated in whatever field that they want to be in, whatever they dream of. I love when my former players, you know, just call me and they are so excited to show me what they did at school today or, you know, where they living at now. That makes me really happy. So, yeah.
It makes you happy to see where they are now since being at you?
Definitely.
How do you plan to balance holding players accountable while also being someone they can talk to?
Well, with the championship culture, you have to be accountable. You have to hold yourself accountable first, you know? Mm-hmm. But us as coaches, we are also going to hold them accountable because that's just our job. We want to win. So if you can't, you know, if you can't accept the standard, you know, that we're trying to push, then it's going to be hard for you. But I think me as a person, I'm very, like, personable. So, like, I think it's easy to talk to me. Because, you know, I'm very understanding and things like that. Yeah.
All right. What do you want your players to learn from you beyond just basketball?
Well, I want them to learn, you know, you don't have to be, like, you don't have to settle. Like, that's one thing about me, I don't settle for things. So, if anything, it's just, like I said earlier, to keep going. You can always try new things, you know. These kids are coming out of high school and maybe sophomores, so they're young. So, just not, you know, if you fail at one thing, just keep going and know that every time you fail, it's not a loss. Sometimes it's a lesson. So that's one thing about me. I don't settle for a lot of things, and if I bump my head, I just look at it as a lesson. Yeah.
All right then. Lastly, what advice would you like to give to young female athletes as they embark on their athletic journey?
Get in the gym. When I was younger, I lived in the gym. Like, I lived in the gym. I actually, my high school coach, he gave me a couple punishments because I used to go to the gym to work out more after practice. And I would come in, you know, hurting and stuff, and tired or whatever, but I just wanted it that bad. So give it your all, and just make sure that if this is what you want to do, act like it.
But don't, like, push yourself too hard though, right?
Push yourself until failure, you know? So you know how hard you can go, you know, before you stop. Because if you never go hard, then if you never go, you know, all the way out, then you never know how far you can go, you know?
That's true.
So just push yourself. Try. Yeah.
We would like to thank Miss Keshuna Luckett for taking time out of her busy schedule to talk to us about her new role in the Lady Bulldogs and how she plans to bring her flair to the team this season. Make sure you come out and support our Lady Bulldogs this season. Remember to like our Facebook page at Radio and Television Productions, follow us on Instagram at HinesCC_Radio TV, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all news happening around Hines. You are watching Real Talk. Until next time.